Detective Thomas Jameson pushed open the door of the 9th precinct, soaked from head to toe. Thunder cracked overhead as he stepped into the dimly lit lobby. The rain clung to him like a second skin, cold and heavy. Midnight in the city always had a pulse, but tonight, something felt wrong. His boots echoed on the tile floor as he moved forward, eyes adjusting to the weak overhead lights. Then he saw it, scrawled across the far wall in jagged, dripping letters. "They're watching." The words seemed to shimmer, alive with menace. He approached the message slowly, weapon holstered but ready. The letters were fresh, still wet, not paint, something darker, something organic. The building was supposed to be locked down at night. No one should have been able to get inside. Jameson's phone buzzed in his coat pocket. He pulled it out, a blocked number. He hesitated, then answered. A voice rasped through the line, low, cold, metallic. "You're getting close." Then silence, the call cut out. He stood frozen, breath caught in his throat. The walls seemed to narrow around him. The air turned heavier, as if thick with electricity. He tucked his phone away and looked around. The lobby was empty, eerily empty. The front desk should have been manned. Officer Reynolds was on night duty. But the booth was dark, the chair was overturned. The monitor blinked static, no sign of a struggle, just absence, as if someone had vanished mid-breath. Jameson unholstered his weapon. His gut tightened, his instincts screaming. Something wasn't right. The precinct felt hollow. The silence wasn't natural. It was a silence that listened back. He moved through the hallway. The shadows stretched farther than they should, crawling up the walls. His own footsteps echoed in ways they never had before, distorted and delayed, like someone, or something, was mimicking him. Room after room empty. Desks left in a hurry, drawers still open, coffee mugs steaming as if someone had just left. Computers on, but no people. Not a single soul. It was as if time had paused except for him. In the break room, he saw it. A half-eaten donut, a newspaper flipped to the comics, and the TV above the fridge displaying only static. He turned to leave, then the screen flickered. For a single second, his own face appeared, pale, blood dripping from his eyes, mouth open in a silent scream. Then back to static. The remote was across the room. No one had touched it. He backed out, heart hammering, skin crawling. The air felt charged, as though something terrible had just passed through the room. He could almost feel it brushing against him. His radio crackled. He grabbed it. "Dispatch, this is Detective Jameson. Does anyone copy?" The only reply was a screeching hiss. Then something else, a whisper just beneath the static. "He sees." Jameson turned on his heel and headed for the evidence room. There was one light. One thing that had been bothering him for days. A totem they had recovered from a recent murder scene. Bone and iron, covered in symbols. Officers had joked about it at first, but since it arrived, people had been reporting nightmares, whispers. Lights flickering, even a few officers with strange scratches. One had gone missing. No one talked about it. He unlocked the evidence room with trembling fingers. The totem was gone. In its place lay something else, a single black feather. It glistened with oil and radiated heat, and beside it another message. "You open the door." The overhead lights exploded. Glass rained down. He ducked and rolled out into the hall. A shadow passed over him, impossibly fast, like a blur that didn't follow the laws of physics. He ran, down corridors that twisted and turned in ways they never had before. The architecture of the building was shifting. Morphing, no hallway led where it used to. Doors opened into dead ends. Finally, he reached the garage. The bay door wouldn't budge. He tried the emergency exit, locked, trapped. He turned around and saw it. Not a man, not a shadow, something in between, 7 feet tall, limbs too long, bending in unnatural directions. No face. Just flesh stretched over bone, twitching, as if something inside was trying to break through. He fired once, twice, a full clip. The bullets passed through as if the creature were made of fog, no blood. No sound, no reaction. It tilted its head studying him, then it vanished. Silence, until the walls dissolved. Jameson was no longer in the precinct. He stood in a barren field of ash under a red sky. The world was broken. The precinct crumbled into dust around him. At the edge of the field stood figures, dozens of them, faceless. Still watching, whispering in unison. "You brought him through." A rift opened in the ground. From it emerged a hand, black as void, claws long and dripping something like ink. Jameson fell to his knees. The whispers grew louder, deafening, crawling into his mind. The voice from the phone returned, only louder, ancient, terrible. Echoing from the sky and earth, "You are the key, the hunter becomes the offering." Shadows surged forward, wrapping around him, cold and solid. He screamed, but no sound came. His vision turned black, then suddenly white, blinding. He gasped and woke up on the floor of the lobby. Soaking wet, the rain still pounded outside. Everything normal, except one thing, a voicemail on his phone. He played it, the same voice whispered, "You never left."